Today's topic, my friend, behold the destruction of the Democratic Party, the radical left, and institutional corruption. Could not say it better myself. I did say it myself. It's like nothing you can even imagine. Now, I know when I tell you this, I say this a lot, and you're probably thinking, is he saying this again? Yes, I'm saying this again. It is beyond anything you can imagine. I have compiled the stories tonight, just the stories. They're unbelievable. So anyway, I'm so glad to be with you here right now, live from a freezing cold, rainy, snowy New York night. Mrs. L and I went out and tell you about this little theater venture we went to after the fact. But first, let me thank you for being with us. Make sure you subscribe to Lionel Nation. Make sure you understand, a week from today at the Cutting Room, it's going to be like nothing you've ever seen. This coming a week. So tickets are available. You can read the description below. I want to see you. So let's get down to business, my friends. Where do we even begin? Where do we start as to what this great man is doing? I knew Trump was good. I knew things would be great, but I never knew. First of all, my friends, I think I told you, deep state is in panic. The deep state, the police state, the administrative state is in total and complete panic. They are freaked out. Washington is in full-blown panic mode as reports emerge as deep state, what the hell is this? As deep state operatives are frantically erasing data, destroying hard drives, accessing offshore accounts. You can see real estate is being purged. I mean, they are freaking out, and they are being told by those in the business, leave right now. The use of BleachBit, Sean Hannity's favorite, this particular software and mass data destruction strongly suggests that top officials fear looming investigations, and we're not talking Laura looming investigations, looming prosecutions, looming axes falling under President Trump's administration. The discovery of these clandestine operations only adds to the growing belief that, my friend, a reckoning is coming for those who engaged in corruption, those who engaged in election meddling and financial misconduct. It's all here. This is the most incredible thing in the world. At the highest levels of government. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you grasp this? They are freaking out. This isn't just, and I'm not saying this just to be, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Sometimes people say, and we're winning and we're doing it. No. I mean, we are really winning. They are freaking out. They don't know what the hell to do. It's not supposed to be like this. This is the most incredible thing anybody's ever seen before. I am telling you. And I want you to understand, you have been through so much. We have, Mrs. L has, we all have. And we are actually getting our day in the sun, our day of retribution, our day of vengeance. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But President Trump has a lot to do with this as well. So pay attention as to what we're saying. I've got so much. Sit back, my friends. Get ready for this. Get ready, because I'm telling you, we have got more. Wait until you see the cascade, the tsunami of news. It's unflipping believable. So make sure you're subscribed to Lionel Nation right now. Lionel Nation, 87%. I couldn't believe this, of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. We need you to be subscribed. We need you to be a part of the family. We need you to put this. We need that metric. We got to like these, because it puts us in the HOV lane, and we let people know what we do every single day. But first, this. How fast can stock market sentiment change? In an instant. Just ask NVIDIA investors. Nearly $600 billion in market value wiped out overnight. No warning. No second chances. Noble Gold Investments is alerting all clients right now. Diversify now. Market crashes don't wait. They strike fast, devastating the unprepared. But smart investors, they're already one step ahead. protected and prepared. For nearly a decade, my friends at Noble Gold Investments have helped thousands protect their wealth with gold IRAs and physical gold. With over $2 billion in precious metal sales, Noble Gold is the trusted choice for Americans serious about financial security. Gold, it's real, it's yours, it retains value. And now, when you open a qualified account, you'll get 2 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful coins free. Are you diversified? If not, when will you act? After your portfolio is down, what, 10, 20, 30%? Or will you protect your portfolio now? The next market crash won't send a warning. Visit LionelNationGold.com today. That's LionelNationGold.com. Don't just grow your wealth, guard it. And remember, there's always a risk of investment, and there's no guarantee of any kind. My friends, this eve, Mrs. L and I were out in the cold, snowy, it was wonderful. Went to the Paris Theater tonight, one of our favorites. I want to tell you about something. We saw a documentary, which is up for the Academy Award, right? The Academy Award it's called, for a documentary short, it's called The Only Girl in the Orchestra. This is about the trailblazing double bassist, the first woman to become a full-time member of the New York Philharmonic. Her name is Orrin O'Brien, and she was there tonight for a Q&A. Absolutely incredible. And we also saw, I thought, what was an interminable, silent movie called Sunrise. And I thought, oh no. And then I loved it. Have you ever seen this is 1927, a silent movie right before The Jazz Singer? I mean, it was like the last really full-fledged silent movie. But to see it in a theater, it starred Orrin O'Brien's father, George O'Brien. Anyway, you don't care about that. But that's where we were tonight. Go out, see the arts, enjoy the arts, spend some time, get out, get away, go to a theater. Just remember what that's like to be a part of this organic groundswell, this group of people. I really mean that. I think there's something to be said about being in a group, seeing something and watching it along with others, as you sometimes fight for the armrest. And anyway, what are you going to do? My friends, if you've just tuned in, I have more information for you tonight that is just going to knock your you-know-what in the dirt, because it is just absolutely, positively, the information, the data on how we are winning, it's mind-boggling. All right? Let us continue. You might have remember this name, Lee Zeldin. Lee Zeldin was a New York congressman. He was running for governor, and he might have won. He was very, very close. He did he's not the most exciting of candidates, but he's a good man. But he is knocking them dead as EPA head under the Trump administration, the new administration, and he has taken swift action. This is Lee Zeldin. Has taken swift action to eliminate millions of dollars wasted on DEI contracts. These contracts have long been used as a political tool, as you know, by left-wing bureaucrats and the like. They were found to be redundant, ineffective, but also not really legitimate. So Zeldin's move is part of a broader initiative to cut government bloat and ensure taxpayer dollars go to real priorities rather than these ideological pet projects. But let me explain to you. You know that feller David Hogg? Remember him? We'll talk about him in a moment. But a lot of these folks who are in now for the first time, who've just found their way in, are being told under no uncertain terms, those days are over. Watch what you're doing. You caught the drama on Elon and Ashley St. Clair. I certainly did. We'll talk about that. No drama. Nobody cares. Somebody said that's so ghetto. I don't think Elon is ghetto. I don't think child support will be any problem. I don't think 13 kids, different mothers. I know a lot of Irish families who have 13 kids, but same parents, but I don't think anybody cares. I don't care, but we'll talk about that. If you think it's of any note, I don't think anybody really does, but that's up to you. Does anybody here think? It's a good. Does anybody here care about Elon Musk? It is kind of a anagram, so to speak. Anyway, do you anybody care about Elon Musk? Anybody care? Real quick. Yes or no? Anybody care? Anybody care about, hey, he had a kid and this, say, Claire, 5 months after the fact? Anybody care about that? Nope. Anybody care about that? Okay. DC cares about that. DC, you care about that? Okay. What would you like to care about, DC? Tell me. What would you like to talk about, my friend? Oops. Where is DC? There we go. There's DC. DC, go ahead. What do you want to talk about? What do you want? Why does this bother you? Let me know. Just give me a couple of minutes here. Just go ahead. Tell me. And by the way, speak in sentences. I'm going to give you the floor. Sentences, not glyphs, memes, morphemes. Just tell me, why does it matter? Why is it important? What does it mean? What does it matter? Oh, wait, a couple more seconds. Anybody says it matters? I'll ask. Here we go. Okay, just need a recap. Not sure 100% of what is happening. Well, that's about it. We'll talk about that in a moment. There's really not much to talk about. Warren Ocasio says the managed decline of the USA is over. That is true. The accelerated race to the bottom, I think, is over. But we'll get to Elon in a moment. Let me tell you about this one. Did you hear about this one? This will discuss you. A shocking revelation, yet another one, has emerged that $151 million intended for soldiers' meals, $151 to feed our soldiers and servicemen and women, was misappropriated, leaving servicemen and women without the resources they desperately need. The funds were instead diverted to questionable government programs, raising, yet again, serious concerns and questions about corruption and mismanagement within the military's supply chain. Is there any area, any part of the government, anything that is not corrupt and that is not infected by this fetid, rancid, systemic corruption? Anything? This scandal highlights the urgent need for accountability, which is what Elon and Doge are providing, as those who put their lives on the line for this country are being shortchanged while bureaucrats line their pockets with your money. What was that? With your money. Whose money? Your money. Your money. Got that? Now, here we go. Conservative commentator, excuse me, was she a conservative commentator? What does that mean? Am I a conservative? What is a conservative commentator? Conservative commentator, Ashley St. Clair. She's been around, all right. I know what you been around, but what does she do? I mean, she's a conservative commentator is not exactly a rare commodity. Anyway, she has set the internet on fire. No, they haven't. Elon loves it. With her recent statements challenging the mainstream narratives, her outspoken stance against the woke culture and leftist hypocrisy has gained traction, so they say, traction among Americans who are tired of political correctness. Anyway, she apparently says that she is the mother of Elon's kid. Well, that's it. And she wanted to keep it quiet for safety purposes and whatever. It's like, all right. So he has 13. And you know what? God bless him. Have a nice day. At least he's not aborting them. He's not, utilizing reproductive freedom. So good for him. Next, a transgender illegal alien has been arrested in New York after being charged with a brutal R word. You know the R word, which we can't say, is sexual assault? adding fuel to the fire of the immigration debate. This horrifying case underscores yet again the dangers of lax and invisible border policies and sanctuary city protections, which we're not going to see anymore, and that allow these lowlives, these vermin to freely roam. Law enforcement officials and conservative leaders are calling for stronger immigration enforcement. I am. We are. Everybody is. To prevent this scum, this vermin, this pond scum, this waste of flesh, these hominids who should never have been allowed into this country in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you grasp what I'm saying? I think you do. I think you do. How about this gun control advocate and full-time flake, David Hogg? You know who he is? Remember, he was one of those shooting. He's an anti-gun guy. Thank you, Vinny the Panda. There's Vinny the Panda. Thank you, Vinny. God bless you, Vin. You're okay in my book, Vin. Here's Vinny the Panda, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, David Hogg, his influence, this may come as a shock, may be waning somewhat, coming to a screeching halt, as his latest efforts have failed to generate enthusiasm. Can you imagine that? Despite being propped up by the mainstream media as the youth, remember the DNC, and I'm the youngest person under 30. Okay, great. Despite this nonsense, his extreme rhetoric and out-of-touch messaging, ladies and gentlemen, have alienated many Americans. As crime rates rise and Second Amendment support strengthens, the gun control movement seems to be losing ground, with Hogg becoming an afterthought in the national debate. He is actually saying something which doesn't make sense anymore. He also thinks he's going to get a piece of the action. I want to live. He thinks, for some reason or another, he's going to enjoy this. He thinks, I'm going to be the next group of folks who go to, whatever, there's USAID. Oh, no. Sorry there, David. Ain't going to happen, my friend. What do you mean? Ain't gonna happen. You missed that. Those were the old days. Let me give you an example. You will never see Seinfeld money again. You'll never see Friends money again. You'll never see who are the other big ones? A big, huge, those big ticket Clooney, Pitt. You will never see them again. Ever. So anyway, he's there in Washington, and he thinks, or in the scene, he thought, now's my chance. No, not at all. It doesn't work like that. And the reason why it doesn't work like that is because people are saying right now, we're tired. People are going to be running. They're going to say, run, grab your money, grab your gold, grab your stuff, and get out of town. Hope to God you've hid your money because they're coming after us. He doesn't understand this. Look at this one. NIH and CDC. You're going to love this one. And one of the biggest shakeups in government health agency history. 5,000 probationary employees at NIH and CDC have been dismissed. The move comes amid growing criticism, as you can imagine, that these institutions have been plagued by inefficiency and torpor and that institutional kind of like constipation, failure to provide clear public health guidance. With President Trump's administration, Doge and the like, Elon and the boys cracking down on wasteful waste spending, this restructuring aims to restore trust in public health by eliminating bureaucratic dead weight. It is beautiful. 5,000. And did you hear about this one? I'm sure you heard this one, honey. Authorities have uncovered a shocking case of human trafficking where 100 women were allegedly enslaved in a horrifying human egg farm operation. These victims were reportedly forced to undergo medical procedures to harvest eggs for sale, exposing an underground industry of exploitation and abuse. And this chilling discovery highlights the urgent need for stronger laws to combat trafficking and the like. And you're also going to find out, where do you think a lot of the surrogacy was from? Ukraine. Oh, they wanted those Ukrainian babies, Ukrainian surrogacy, and they want those. Oh, yeah. Ukrainian babies. That's where a lot of folks want them. Used to be Russia, then it was China, now it's Ukraine. And Zelensky, you're not going to be hearing too much from him anymore. It's like Paulie. Leave the gun, bring the cannoli. Here's a new one for you. A new report from cybersecurity expert Haywood Talcove suggests that implementing comprehensive ID verification could save the U.S. government $1 trillion with a T every year. The current system is riddled with fraud, allowing billions to be lost through improperly distributed benefits, financial scams, you name it. With simple verification measures, taxpayer dollars could be protected from abuse, ensuring that assistance reaches those people who need it and who deserve it and who paid for it. Apparently, in the democratic regime world, they never cared about anything involving waste. Waste meant nothing to them. That's how they made their money. It was their piggy bank. They didn't care about you. They didn't care. Another great story, another advantage, the Trump administration has targeted 15,000 IRS employees for dismissal as part of a sweeping effort to clean house at the notoriously bloated agency. Many of those are you getting your returns back and your refund? No. Is there anything, where's my refund? Is it, well, if you had people devoted to it, maybe they could process this a little bit earlier. But the longer the government keeps it, the more, you know how that works. Many of the workers that were found to have engaged in political bias, financial mismanagement, and bureaucratic inefficiency. President Trump's great move to overhaul the IRS is being hailed, I tell you, as a major step toward restoring fairness and equity, real equity, and accountability in the agency responsible for handling Americans' hard-earned money. God bless him. God bless him. And by the way, I don't know if you've been listening to this, but there's been a whole bunch of folks. You know, I love our friends. I love Judge Napolitano, and there's a whole bunch of folks, a whole bunch of people out there. And they're, you know who they are, and there's a lot of, and they just love to say, oh, Trump is crazy. He doesn't understand Ukraine, and he's crazy. We're so embarrassed. He doesn't know what he's doing with Israel and all that. You can't do this. You can't. What is he talking about? You can't have a Riviera on the Gaza. You can't call Jordan. You can't call Egypt. What do you? No, now Saudi Arabia. Oh God, it's an embarrassment. It's that. Do you think people think that? You know what the world is saying right now? And I love our good friend. You know who they are. They're wonderful people. Scott Ritter and other people. And well, I was listening to Mearsheimer today. They're looking at Trump and they're saying, holy shit. This guy means business. Let me explain something. I don't give a hot diggity damn whether you respect us, whether you like us, whether you think we're a great country, whether I don't care. I mean, I'm talking citizens I care about, but not the rest of the world. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I mean, it'd be nice, but that doesn't guarantee anything. The fact that they respect us. They're looking at Trump and they're saying, whatever he does, Go along with him. Don't piss this man off. He's nuts. Good. It's what Nixon did. Do you know whose speech was fantastic? Hegseth. Fantastic. They're listening to him like, oh my God. Zelensky is freaking out. What about me? What about you? What about you? Zell? What about you? Oh, what about? No. What do you mean, what about you? What do you mean, what about you? He is, if they don't claw back that money and find out where those billions go, where are those billions? How many houses did he have? What, in the Emirates and in Cyprus and Miami? Oh, no. That's the guy I want. And basically what Putin said was, I want, 4 oblasts and Crimea, and basically I want a neutral Ukraine. No NATO, no whatever. You could be some kind of like a rump state, or I don't know, like Austria. They want Ukraine to be Austria. That's it. And that's exactly what Putin's going to get. And that's exactly what Hegseth said. And he told Europe, go yourself. You got it? All of yous. All of yous. Go yourself. You got that? All of yous. Every one of you. We've had it. Had it with you, NATO, and the whole bit. Oh, you can't see it. The hell we can't do that. We don't need you. I want out. Screw Europe. I'm sorry. I don't care about Europe. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. The Cold War's over, you schmuck. It's over with. Boris and Natasha are dead. You got that? You not xenophobe, you Russophobe. You Kremlin baiting. I mean, this is, I love this. Here's what I want to do to Russia. Have a nice day. Let's get along. You got any gas or oil? You want to buy some of our stuff? We got a lot of natural gas. Would you like that? And sorry we blew up Nord Stream. Sorry, we did that one. That was so obvious it wasn't even funny. I mean, we just said, come on. This is the most incredible. So listen to this. Saudi Arabia. And you know that Saudi Arabia hated Biden. You know why, right? Because of Khashoggi. Because of MBS, Ben Salman. Remember Khashoggi? They got him on the bandsaw. They pulled a Roy DeMeo on him. They pulled a Gemini Lounge on him. Put him in bags and took him out. Now, it's a terrible thing. What would you like me to do? Let me ask. Warren says, did Vice President Vance tell you we are more worried about you than Russia and China? Yep. Words to that effect. I love it. I am not afraid of China. China is not the enemy, but it's our peer competitor. Stop thinking everybody's like, oh, I'm not going to turn my back on these folks. I'm not going to turn my back on these folks. But Saudi Arabia, remember that? Remember Khashoggi? A little tacky. We have no right, no nerve. Remember, what was it, Zarqawi? We whacked him. Not Zarqawi. Zawahiri. What was his name? He was an American citizen. We got him. Right after 9/11. Brought him to the Pentagon. Don't give me this stuff about what we've done. We have no reason to talk about anybody. So anyway, MBS apparently called in Khashoggi. Why? Because I'm going to get a marriage certificate. I'm going to get a marriage license or a passport or something. It's like, you schmuck. Don't go in there. No, it's okay. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Sure enough, he went in, didn't come out. Like the road smooth down. They did a Roy DeMeo on him. Put him in bags. That was it. So what did Biden do, that schmuck? He basically revealed to the world all the information and all the dirt and all the stuff that we had on him. Did you hear that? Which did nothing but piss off him. Piss off Saudi Arabia. Why did you do that? Why? Because he doesn't know what he's doing. Because he's an idiot. Because they owned him. Do you understand what I'm saying? They owned him. Wait till you hear what happened with Saudi Arabia. But first, this. Listen to this. New reports reveal that the average person has $8,674 in credit card debt. Plus, the total average consumer debt is a shocking $104,215 between mortgages, auto loans, student loans, credit cards, and unsecured loans. Unfortunately, without outside assistance, many will continue digging themselves deeper and deeper into the hole of debt. I've advised and counseled friends and clients for years who want to take back control of individual debt about this secret weapon that has helped so many consolidate everything owed into one affordable monthly payment. They even helped negotiate a settlement agreement that will allow you to pay less than the total balance. Listen, they settled over $275 million in debt, and they've helped people become debt-free in an average of 28 months. I've had such an incredible experience referring clients and friends that I wanted to partner with them here and introduce their services to you, my loyal Lionel Nation family. If you want a helping hand to get out of debt, I absolutely, positively, and strenuously recommend booking a free consultation now by going to nodebtwithlionel.com. Look at the address. Once again, that's nodebtwithlionel.com. Use the link I've provided under the title. Listen to me. You can take control and learn how to get out of debt now. You know, my friends, I want to stop right now and remind you of what I feel and what I think you feel. First and foremost, I am an American citizen. I care about America. I care about what we do. I care about our future, our thinking, our world, our best interest. I don't care. I want people to, I understand this. I want right up here, number one, America first. You can say all you want. You can say, well, that's, Charles Lindbergh. Okay, fine. You want to do that? Terrific. Go ahead. I don't care. Whatever melts your butter. Okay. I am telling you that I want you to listen to me right now. That's my main concern. I have very strong feelings about Israel, very strong feelings about Gaza, but I represent the United States. Money stays here. Funding stays here. Support stays here. I'm tired about all these other countries. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I want to make sure you understand and grasp that. It's not that I'm being a hard ass, but I want to understand something. Don't mess around with Russia or China. You want to piss them off? You want war with them? Oh, they're not going to fire a shot. Let me ask you something. How many we have 750 military bases. How many military bases does China have around the world? I'll save your time. Maybe 4. And that's not even really, it's kind of like satellites. I think Russia had the naval base in Tartus in Syria. We have 750, maybe 800, who knows? Number 2, the United Kingdom with about 100. How you like that? What the? We have 800 bases for. Bring them back. Close them down. Shut them down. That's the military-industrial complex. That's waste. That lines the pockets of Raytheon and General Dynamics. You know this and I know this. Saudi Arabia. Do I care about them? No. Do I care what they do? No. Do I care about the way they treat? No. That's their country. I don't. What am I supposed to do? Don't piss this man off. They piss oil. But that's not Biden. No, he wants to show them who's boss. because Anthony Blinken was rubber stamped by Bibi Netanyahu. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. So Saudi Arabia has confirmed that it will be the host nation for a highly anticipated meeting between President Trump and President Vladimir Putin for the summit of summits in Riyadh. The summit is expected to focus on major geopolitical issues, including energy policies, international security, the potential for improved U.S.-Russia relations, and the move signals President Trump's, I love this man, continued commitment to diplomatic leadership on the world stage, despite the ongoing attacks and BS from political establishment. And guess what? You know who's not a part of this? Zelensky. You sit at the kids' table. You understand what's happening right now? This makes sense to you? You see, because the liberals are panicking over potential U.S.-Russia normalization under Trump. Oh, my God, this can't be. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? The mere suggestion, the mere hint, the mere intimation of improved relations between U.S. and Russia has sent liberals and radical left and globalists into a paroxysmal, cataclysmic frenzy. They're going nuts. Many within the establishment fear drastically, that a diplomatic approach could disrupt and hurt and interfere with decades of foreign policy disasters and horrors and decades of contrived Blinken-esque policy designed to maintain conflict, maintain wars, and rubber stamp Israel. Sorry. Is that in our best interest? Nope. Is Afghanistan? Nope. Iraq? Nope. I know you want the oil and everything, but nope. President Trump is pushing for direct talks of cooperation, and the political elites who profit from endless wars are scrambling. They are shedding bricks. Do you hear what I'm saying? Am I making myself clear? This is the greatest news in the world. Let me ask you a question. Do you understand more in the 37 minutes and 30 seconds I've been talking to you? Do you understand more about what's going on than you do watching, Gut Bucket or one of those other folks? Do you understand this? Do you understand this? Do you understand? Do you have a kind of a bigger kind of a picture like, wow, this is really, and I haven't even scratched the surface yet. Do you understand this? That's my goal. That is my goal. Let me tell you something. I want you to understand the truth. I'm not trying to play some funny game. We're not trying to do little games and jokes like, isn't this funny? Oh, this is funny. It's not funny. Serious business. This is for adults. I mean, some of it's funny, but I'm not interested in a bunch of a guy with a backwards hat named Typhoid and some other numbnut sitting around trying to make me laugh. No. And here's the best part. Talk about your boyfriend Gut Bucket. He's going to have a hell of a time trying to be funny when we're making all the moves. What's funny about Trump? What are you going to do? Laugh about Joy Behar? That's over with. That shit's dead. It's done. Andrew Hessing says, that's right, Andrew says, they are freaking out because waste and corruption became an institution of its own. It's been there before most were born. A new paradigm is hard to obtain for many. Get on board with MAGA. Absolutely. Could not have said it better myself. 100%. 100%. And as I was saying, if your shtick is to be a smart ass all the time, what are you going to do? There is no left. Who are you going to make fun of? Again, who? Joy Behar? What? Caitlin Collins? And by the way, you notice how that Caitlin Clark, that basketball thing, she's done. She's finished. She opened her big yap about, and by the way, Caitlin, come on. You can tell us. It's okay. Coast is clear. You know what I mean? How about the Black Hawk pilots? Anybody talk about that? Maybe you want to talk about gut bucket. Maybe he's got something on that. Maybe he can make. Does he have a new joke about that? Anybody? I know you like jokes. Jokes are funny, but I mean, jokes are funny if they're interspersed with information. It's something I want to learn about. I want to learn. Or maybe Chris Cuomo could help you. That's a good one. If you're watching cable news, listen to what I'm saying. If you're watching cable news, you're missing. You're not getting. It's like you're not getting all your minerals. You're getting like kind of a Cliff's Notes version. Here we go. The Black Hawk, a preliminary investigation. Did you hear this one? Into the recent Black Hawk helicopter DEI supposed thing. And you know who these women are. Come on, stop it. Anyway, a preliminary investigation into the crash suggests that pilots may have, ready for this, missed critical air traffic warnings. Do you think? The incident, of course, raises concerns about communication failures and training deficiencies within military aviation. And officials are now reviewing protocols to prevent, things like that from happening in the future. Yeah. I think we know what that was about, don't you? I think you know what that's about. I think you know what that's about. I know. Yeah, we're not going to be seeing that again. Okay? Not with old Hexit. Hexit is magnificent. Apple Maps. Did you see this? In a surprising update, ladies and gentlemen, Apple Maps has rebranded the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. Did you ever think you'd see that? Did you ever think you'd see Google take down black lives and gay and all that bullshit? It's a new day. The change has sparked, of course, debate with supporters praising it as a patriotic move, while critics, of course, who cares, argue it's unnecessary revisionism. You've got cojones like this after you want me to pay reparations? Or you're going to do that revisionism? When you come back with critical race theory and the 1619 Project, you want to talk about revisionism? How they do that? It's just like these 6 or 7 proud prosecutors from the Southern District of New York quitting in protest. Where were these people when Trump was getting lawfare between the eyes? Nobody said boo. But now I'm supposed to applaud them and thank you. Give them the Nobel Prize. Shut up. Shut up. We've had it. Now, whether the name sticks remains to be seen. I don't know. But the rebranding reflects broader discussions on national identity and basically something even more importantly, not pissing off Trump. That's what it's about. You got that? Are you happy so far? Are you happy? Okay. How about this Doge? Doge lays off 3,600 HHS workers as fraud audits continue. Doge, let me say that again, laid off 3,600 probationary workers, this time from the Department of Health and Human Services, and a major restructuring effort. I mean, IRS, CDC, NIH, it's everywhere. It's unbelievable. As fraud audits continue, the agency is working to eliminate waste, inefficiencies, and the word's also called bullshit, that have plagued the federal bureaucracy. This move is part of the genius of a broader Trump-led initiative to ensure government agencies are held accountable for taxpayer dollars, your taxpayer dollars. You got what I'm saying? Yours. Stand up and say it loud. I'm MAGA and I'm proud. Oh. And how about that J.D. Vance? Don't you love this guy? J.D. Vance's latest speech, Vice President, has been hailed as a major victory for working class Americans, taking aim at the globalist oligarchs who profit from endless wars. It's incredible. J.D. Vance deserves praise because he speaks truth to power, articulates the concerns of ordinary people who have been ignored by Washington elites for decades. J.D. Vance's populist message is gaining traction, but also he's telling Europe, you know what? Up yours, buddy. Up yours, all of yous. Well, all I want to do is have some fun. Sheryl Crow, who had it for a while. She was doing okay. Sheryl Crow, who, doing her thing. Sheryl Crow. Well, Cheryl's got to stick her big nose, her stick her fat nose. What did that make? I hate her. Probably getting, well, she was getting paid from the USAID. Maybe it was because you don't know how many of these people were paid. You'll not, once the audits come out, you're going to be surprised that basically the whole entertainment world was paid by USAID. So Sheryl Crow has made a political statement by selling her Tesla and donating the proceeds to NPR. What a schmuck. And she, of course, cited and blamed her disapproval of Elon Musk. Sheryl's actions reflect the growing divide between the left-wing celebrities and Musk's vision for free speech and corporate independence. Imagine that. Imagine that's causing a rift. That's causing a rift. While some applaud her, maybe 5, 6 people in the whole world, others see it as another example of performative activism. This role playing, this nonsense. You know it and I know it. She makes me sick. She makes you sick too, my friends. She makes all of us sick. You understand this? Therese says the up button does not display the rainbow, just red. Thank you so much. And James Britton says globalism is the Trilateral Association. Among others, inter alia. Warren Ocasio says, where is George Stephanopoulos? George Stephanopoulos, who knows? You're going to be here. George may be, I don't know, coming out of the doldrums, maybe coming clean, so to speak, with this ridiculous nonsense that he's had to maintain. Maybe now that the coast is clear and ABC and these programs are all practical purposes dead, maybe George might just want to be George. You know what I mean? By George. Andrew Hessing says over 250 properties went up for sale this week in and around Washington, D.C. with an average loss and value of $139,000. I saw that same thing. People recognizing the fact that they have to leave. That it's time to go. That they better leave before the clawbacks start. Do you hear this? Texas is now ramping up its border security efforts by deputizing hundreds of National Guardsmen to assist with immigration and illegal alien enforcement or prohibition or proscription or prosecution. This is a move. To say it's unprecedented would be kind of an understatement, but it allows a state to take direct action in addressing the ongoing border crisis. And it bypasses federal inaction. And with Texas leading the charge, other red states may soon follow suit in bolstering their own border security operations. That was just a surface level, just a cursory surface level of what this is. Do you hear what this is? I mean, doesn't it make you so proud? Did you ever think it would be this fast, this quick, this much, this often, this ferocious? Did you ever think I am? And it's going to be felt, my friends, all over the world. Do you hear what I'm saying? All over the world. Supercalifragilistic. Expialidocious. Better word is floxynosinhilipilification. Far better. And that's an actual word. That super thing doesn't work. And the anti-disestablishmentarianism and all that. Floxynosinhilipilification. That's the one. That's the one you want to master. Not that childish Mary Poppins thing. You got that? That makes sense? I mean that sincerely, ladies and gentlemen. I mean that sincerely. What a night tonight it was. We were out. It was a Saturday night. The streets are absolutely, it was snowing and raining and people are out. And there was a great group of people we saw from, I saw some foreign types. I don't know where they were, but I saw an older gentleman with a fedora and a cape. Looked so stylish. Not even funny. Absolutely incredible. With a cape. It was beautiful. It was beauteous. And again, sitting in this beautiful theater, the Paris Theater, it's right across from Bergdorf, the plaza's right here. It's on 58th and 5th, right there. It's been there forever. It's one of the few, it's kind of a Netflix thing now, but still, it reminded me how much fun that is. We're going to see this back again. We're going to see movies and regular entertainment back, I promise you. So, my friends, let me say to the dear, dear friends who assisted Andrew Hessing, Warren Ocasio, James Britton, Therese Pollard, thank you. Vinny the Panda, ladies and gentlemen, and DC on X, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. February 22nd, a week from today, we've got already our doodads, our party favors, flags, giveaways, question and answer, music, gut bucket. Oh my God. The last time we met, it was before the election. Now we're just going to have to meet and to speak with each other and say, do you understand what has happened? My God. My friends, I thank you. I wish you a great and glorious night. Please follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. She is this far away from making the next subscriber hurdle. So she also is in the HOV lane. She's doing an incredible amount of work. Steadfast, indefatigable, absolutely inexorable to try to make the world safe for children. Anybody got a problem with that? I don't. Lynn's Warriors. Follow her on YouTube. And on Twitter as well, at Lynn's Warriors. Okay? Also, I got a brand new Lionel Legal up. Did you see this, baby? There was a great story that came out today about, did you see this? About this lawsuit against Diddy and Jay-Z. What the hell is that all about? Explain that one. Well, I will tell you. But it's a very, very interesting thing. And I'm going to do this case is so important because you got to ask yourself, what are they doing? How is anybody going to prove this? I would love to say, okay, you know what? Call your first witness. Let's call the case. Go ahead. Call your first witness. Go ahead. Do it. What is this, 20, 30 years ago? Put on the witness. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it. See it. See what happens. And it's one of those things where I'm telling you right now, my friends, I can't say it any better. It is so interesting because, and one of the reasons why it's interesting is that because it deals with the sickness and the fetid nature of all that is Hollywood. There's the link right there. Try that one. It's absolutely positively this fetid, horrid world. If we can get to the bottom of this, we can get to the bottom of predation at levels you can't believe. All right, my friends, have a great Saturday night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being so smart, so a part of this. We are winning. We are winning in ways I never thought possible. Until tomorrow, my friends, I always say to you, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dead.